What does a truly peaceful retirement actually look like in real life? Is it constant relaxation, endless travel, or simply doing nothing after decades of work? For most people, it is more complex. When work routines disappear, the mind does not instantly become calm. Instead, many experience restlessness, uncertainty, or quiet anxiety about how to use their time. The real challenge is not retirement itself, but the shift into it. Life for years is built around structure, responsibility, and productivity. When that suddenly stops, a gap appears. That space is not negative, but can feel unsettling without direction. In this video, we explore 8 practical ways to build a stable, meaningful, and fulfilling retirement. 1. Design a quiet personal space for mental reset. One of the most effective ways to improve retirement peace is by managing your environment, not just your time. The brain constantly reacts to surroundings, and many homes are filled with noise, screens, and constant digital alerts. While manageable during working life, this can feel overstimulating when the goal becomes calm and balance. Creating a low-stimulation space can significantly reset your nervous system. It doesn't need to be a full room. Even a small, quiet corner works if distractions are removed and the space signals rest. Using it regularly for reading, reflection, or silence trained your brain to associate it with calm. Over time, this area becomes a mental anchor that naturally reduces stress and supports emotional stability in retirement. 2. Use theme days to create gentle structure without pressure. One of the biggest challenges in retirement is not having too much to do, but having too much choice with no direction. When every day is completely open, it can actually create stress rather than freedom. The mind often struggles with unlimited options and ends up defaulting to inactivity. A more effective approach is to introduce light structure through themed days. Instead of creating a strict timetable, you assign general purposes to different days of the week. This allows flexibility while still providing direction. For example, one day might be focused on creative activities, another on social connection, and another on exploration or learning. The goal is not discipline in a rigid sense, but rhythm. Rhythm helps reduce decision fatigue and creates a natural flow to the week. When this system is in place, mornings become easier. You are no longer asking yourself what you should do from scratch each day. Instead, you are simply stepping into a pre-decided theme that guides your choices without restricting them. This balance between freedom and structure is one of the most powerful foundations for a peaceful retirement lifestyle. 3. Reduce mental noise through intentional information control. Peace in retirement is not only about what you do, but also about what you allow into your mind. One of the most underestimated sources of stress today is constant exposure to information, especially through news cycles and social media. The human brain was not designed to process continuous global updates, opinions, and emotional headlines. Over time, this creates background anxiety that can quietly affect mood, sleep, and overall mental clarity. A more peaceful approach is to become selective about information intake. Instead of reacting to constant updates throughout the day, you can shift toward intentional and limited consumption. This might mean checking news at specific times rather than continuously, or choosing slower, more curated sources of information. The goal is not ignorance. The goal is mental space. When your mind is not constantly reacting to external noise, it becomes easier to focus on your own life, your own thoughts, and your own sense of direction. Reducing information overload is one of the simplest but most powerful ways to increase calmness in retirement. 4. Develop deep focus activities that quiet the mind. A peaceful retirement is not built on passive rest alone. It is also supported by activities that fully engage your attention in a calm and absorbing way. These are often called flow activities, where the mind becomes so focused that external stress temporarily fades into the background. These types of activities are especially valuable in retirement because they replace the mental engagement that previously came from work. Without them, the mind can become restless or overly focused on small worries. Flow-based activities do not need to be complicated. What matters is sustained attention. This could involve gardening, woodworking, painting, sewing, restoring objects, or even learning detailed hobbies that require patience and focus. When you engage in these activities regularly, something important happens. The mind learns how to settle into focus without stress. This creates a sense of satisfaction that is not dependent on external validation or achievement. Over time, these moments of deep focus become a natural source of calm and emotional balance. 5. Protect your time with clear and kind boundaries. One of the most common challenges in retirement is that personal time becomes less protected than expected. Family members, friends, and social expectations can gradually fill up your schedule if boundaries are not clearly defined. While helping others is meaningful, it can also become overwhelming if there is no balance. Many retirees find themselves constantly available for responsibilities they never intentionally chose, which slowly reduces their sense of freedom. Setting boundaries is not about distancing yourself from others. It is about protecting your own well-being so that you can continue to show up with energy rather than exhaustion. This means being clear about when you are available and when you are not. It also means understanding that your time has value, even if you are no longer in formal employment. A peaceful retirement requires space. Without boundaries, that space disappears quickly. With boundaries, your time remains yours to shape intentionally. 6. Build emotional calm through slower daily rhythms. Modern life often trains people to move quickly from one task to another. Retirement offers the opportunity to reverse that pattern and adopt a slower, more natural rhythm. Slowing down does not mean becoming inactive. It means reducing unnecessary urgency, eating more mindfully, walking without rushing, and allowing transitions between activities to feel natural rather than forced all contribute to a calmer internal state. When the body slows down, the mind often follows. Stress levels decrease, awareness increases, and daily experiences become more noticeable and meaningful. This slower rhythm also helps reduce emotional reactivity. Instead of constantly responding to pressure or urgency, there's more space to think clearly before reacting. A peaceful retirement is often less about adding new things and more about removing unnecessary speed from everyday life. 7. Strengthen peace through solitary activities that feel fulfilling. While social connection is important, comfort in solitude is equally essential for a peaceful retirement. Being able to enjoy your own company without boredom or discomfort is a key part of emotional stability. Solitary activities that require attention and care can help develop this sense of internal calm. These activities are not about isolation, but about building comfort within yourself. When you engage in something meaningful alone, whether it is gardening, crafting, reading, or building something with your hands, the mind learns how to settle without external stimulation. This reduces dependency on constant interaction for emotional balance. Over time, solitude becomes less about absence and more about presence. It becomes a space for clarity, reflection, and quiet satisfaction. This shift is essential for long-term peace in retirement. 8. Accept retirement as a state of mind, not an endpoint. Perhaps the most important shift in building a peaceful retirement is psychological rather than practical. Retirement is often misunderstood as the end of productivity, purpose, or growth. In reality, it is simply a transition into a different kind of life structure. When retirement is seen as an ending, it can feel like something is missing. But when it is seen as a new phase of exploration, it becomes an opportunity for personal expansion. This stage of life allows space for curiosity, creativity, relationships, and self-discovery without the pressure of career expectations. Many people find that they are able to explore interests and passions more deeply than they ever could during working years. Peaceful retirement comes from this mindset shift. It is not about stopping life. It is about reshaping it in a way that aligns with your values, your pace, and your interests. When this perspective is fully embraced, retirement becomes less about loss and more about possibility. There you have it. 8 ways to build a peaceful and enjoyable retirement lifestyle. Whether it's creating a calm personal space, introducing gentle structure through themed days, reducing information overload, or developing meaningful solo and social activities. Each of these approaches helps shape a more stable and fulfilling life. The key is not perfection, but intention. Small, consistent choices gradually create a retirement that feels balanced, meaningful, and calm. If you found these ideas valuable, make sure to like this video, share it with anyone who could benefit, and subscribe for more practical insights on building a healthier, more peaceful lifestyle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.